What's up, y'all? It's Brian Keith, and I'm back with another video. And today we're going to be talking about hot topics. This is hot topics number 4, I think. Y'all, it might be number 5, but yeah, Ashley Darby. I guess she went online and she wanted to speak about Wendy Osefo. Okay, interesting. We should always be careful about speaking on people when they're down, when stuff like that happen, because other things could play out against you as well. So I just think she should have been mindful about the words that she used. But we're going to talk about it. Also, we're going to be talking about Tami, Roman, and Kandi having to sit down with their daughters, DDG, some streamers, and then the situation that happened over here at the beach, I think in California, with a helicopter. Girl, I'm gagging. Well, y'all, like, comment, subscribe. Let's get into the video.
Yeah, let me check my shit real quick. Hotter than the fire coming out my flame. And if you wanna play with me, you can't play in me. On the playground, bitch, you can't play with me. Got it, want it, securing the back.
All right, y'all. Tonight I'm drinking hot water. Y'all,
these are pretty good.
my mom said in North Carolina they can't get these, so she wants me to buy like a couple and bring it to her. She's not an alcoholic, but girl, she likes to, you know, partake in forbidden drink. Girl, it tastes like a whole cocktail. Girl, it's too good.
A few moments later.
Gagging right now. I'm gagging.
We know Ashley, she got online and she was over here in New York doing one of her, I'm assuming she sings, which she's doing one of her shows, and she basically got on the mic and said, you know, while I'm over here making melodies, these bitches over here catching felonies. She didn't say bitches, but I just threw it in there to add a little zing to it, a little sauce, as she would say. So I just find it funny, like, my whole thing is like, we could never be friends. Never. If you're going to speak on me in that type of manner when I'm down, bitch, don't ever think we're going to be friends ever again. Never, ever. The whole thing with Ashley is just like, girl, you doing too much running your mouth. And then, you know, things transpire. Why in the world? One of my friends on Instagram sent me something from Katie Ross. Why the fuck did she come out and say, yeah, you know, Ashley was eating my pussy? Huh? Now, don't get me wrong. Do I think Ashley could have ate her pussy? I do. Do I think she did? I don't think so. Like, Katie Ross says she had sexual intercourse with Ashley Darby. She ate it. Here's a post. Y'all see? I'm gonna put it on the screen. She said, Ashley and I love each other. There's no beef. I gotta throw a flag. My magical vagina that she told details about. She told Andy Cohen I have a hamster pussy on national TV. She ate it, so I guess that would she would know. She is just a hater. We love you, Wendy. Ciao. The plot thickens. And then with Ashley, she came online. She opened up about the passing of her father. Let's listen.
An interesting day for me. Last week, while I was in New York, and I was actually coming home on the train, my mom told me that my father had passed away. And if you saw, I believe it was season 5 of the show. I tried to meet my dad.
He closed the door in your face?
I've never spoken a word to him. We've had no conversation. And he's closed the door in my face. And today was his funeral. And I contemplated going, almost to have my own sense of closure. But I've been traveling so much, and I really wanted to be with my own kids this weekend. And my rationale was, why would I want to take away time from my own kids for someone who never made time for me?
Correct. So here's the thing with Ashley in this situation. I don't fucking like her. And when I say that, I mean her character on the show. I don't know this woman in real life, so she might be amazing in real life. She's just messy on the show. She is vengeful, like that. It's like stem from daddy issues, right? We all know Ashley's messy as fuck. However, in this situation, I can understand her not feeling close to her father. I'm not close to mine. So it's just one of those situations where I can sympathize with her, because I'm just like, damn girl, I wish, you nothing but the best, I hate that, this all came out during the time she wanted to shade and, make fun of Wendy in her situation. Me, I would never go low and like talk about Ashley, judging her for not going to her father's funeral. If she wanted to go, that's her. She didn't, she did it. And I think her reasoning makes sense. Why should I waste my time, or why should I go out my way to pay homage, pay respect to you when you didn't give a fuck that I walked this earth for X amount of years that she has been alive? I wouldn't give a fuck. You slammed the door in my face, and that was confirmation I needed. It's over and done. And a lot of people be like, well, I see in the comments like, oh, she should have been the bigger person. Oh, but that's your dad. Bitch, I don't give a fuck about none of that. Just because we're blood related don't make us family. The way you treat people is the way that energy is going to be reciprocated back at you. You can't just treat people horrible and then think that you could just apologize it away. At some point, the straw breaks, the bridge gets burnt in the middle, and it's done. So let's continue to hear what Ashley's talking about.
I found out that I have siblings and all of the things that I had no idea about my father, I learned about in his obituary.
Damn.
I learned he liked to garden. He taught himself how to play guitar. He was an avid fisherman. Really, so many of the things that I also love to do. And it said that in the obituary that his greatest accomplishment was being a dad to his two sons. Stung a little bit, whatever, but
yeah, that was stung, girl. I was
pissed. It's interesting how
you
can mourn and have some sort of grieving, a unique form of grieving for someone who.
I'm like, your proudest moment is being a father when you couldn't be a father to me because she's a little black girl. That's crazy. Your proudest moments, or they put on the obituary, like, and mind you, the man's dead and gone, so can't really say too much. But whoever put that on the obituary, bitch, fuck you too. Because you're talking about his proudest moments was being a father when he has other kids walking on this fucking planet that he didn't fathered. Absolutely not. Like, at the end of the day, your proudest moment is being a father when you weren't a father to anyone besides two out of the X amount of that you have. Like, girl, I could not. That would have tore me to shreds, girl.
It was being learning to close a door. A door that was never opened, but also will never be opened. I think I've always held out some sort of hope that maybe, like, apparently my dad was in hospice. Maybe prior to him passing, he would have this sudden wave of conscience, to be like, oh, let me at least, like, make amends or say something to my daughter, but nothing like.
So this happened to my dad. There's been a history of the men in my like on my dad's side that they haven't got along. My grandfather didn't get along with his father. My dad don't getting along with his father, and now it's me and my dad. And I hate that is the route that we're going. And I'm scared to have kids off of that reason, my damn self. However, I got to see the perspective from my dad and his dad. Like, my dad's father beat my grandmother, and my dad saw that. My dad's dad beat him. Like, it was very violent in the house growing up. They lived under the poverty line, almost 12 kids. My dad was the youngest of 12. So you can only understand how that could be stressful, how it can be, feeling small, not having the resources to provide for your family, and if you did, somewhere there's going to be a gap somewhere, right? So for, you know, looking retrospectively for my dad and his dad, you know, my heart goes out to my dad, because I was happy that my dad got the closure that he needed and spent the time with his father. And I think that's what he really needed to close that chapter. I brought this up to my dad when we're in good places. When we had our last conversation and he like fussed me out, I let him know on the phone right then and there. I said, if you want this to be the last time we talk, because my dad, he declared like, don't ever talk to me again. Don't do this, don't do that. And I'm like, cool, you know what? I'm 20, well, I was like 24, 25. I was like, look, I'm 25 years old. I'm over it and I'm done. I'm done. We've been going through this up and down since I was 16, 15, 17 years old. I'm done. I'm off the roller coaster. You win, I lose. You're right, I'm wrong. And I told him, I said, if this is going to be the last time we're going to talk, cool. I said, I'm going to say everything I got to say to you, how I'm feeling, and I'm not going to have any regrets. And I laid it all out there, and I let him know. I said, you tried so much to not be like your dad and treat us like that, but you in turns treated us worse. And I think that probably tore him the fuck up. Because from the stories that he told us, I'm just like, you did it worse though. You did the same thing that your dad did, but worse. Shit's crazy.
But nothing like that, you know. And it's just so weird. I really can't understand how any human being doesn't want to love their children or can't love a child. But it is what it is, and life will certainly go on. All right, have a great evening, babes.
But with Ashley, like I said, girl, my heart goes out to you. I don't like you. I think on the show you're messy as fuck. This season, you have been not too bad. This new episode bringing up Chris Samuels and Monique, girl, I just think that was kind of like a ploy to get Monique back on the show, because do I think Stacey wants Chris Samuels? Absolutely not. Do I think Stacey like white men? Very much so. But to each his own. That's another story for another day. Let's talk about DDG real quick. So DDG was in his bed. I guess he was streaming, and he was just like getting people online, you know, just like having people join, like whatever. So there was a girl trying to join, and it's a pretty black, dark skinned girl, like really pretty. I'm just like, okay, she, you know, curly hair, she's trying to join. He clicks the add button, and baby, it is a guy. A round of applause. When I say that sounded like a Mack truck, boop, 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 I said, oh, wow. Wow. Listen to this. And that's ass cheeks.
Alright, y'all, I'm off here, y'all.
And mind you, it took him a minute to get off that live. Like, girl. Someone said this would never not be funny, because why take him so long to hang up?
Y'all.
Someone said, beat it. Nigga fucked the whole day up. Sent gunshots to that boy. Bro took 5 to 10 business days to hang up. It's so loud. Oh my God. I saw this. I was over here gagging. That shit was funny. But we're going to switch over and we're going to talk about Tami Roman and her daughter. They talked to Riley and Kandi.
And she can't be in the
She
same
can't be there.
She can't.
Do you get what I'm saying? My girlfriend can't be there.
Why? That's
true. Exactly. There's moments that my people have.
Hold on,
Thank you.
Tami.
Let's speak about it if we're going to speak about it. Let's
Why
speak
she
about
can't
it.
be there?
And I knew not to even tell. I told her, but she knew.
I'm out.
She was like, okay, I can't be
I got
there.
a question.
Congrats.
With your other daughter,
Oh.
she's straight, right? Her boyfriends in the past. She's never been allowed to bring her boyfriends around.
She would be.
She would be.
She would be.
And why is
Thank
what's the
you.
difference?
Because
Thank you. I love it. Now we talking. What you did? You leaned in. Let's talk about it. Let's talk about it.
Like, that was fair.
because there's something called confirmation bias, and when people think like you think.
Mind you, one thing I do like is the fact that Tami and her daughter can have open dialogue and they can actually talk freely. It doesn't seem like there's any hostility. It doesn't seem like they're mad at each other. It's just like we're having a conversation. I think this is kind of fucked up. Let's talk about it. So I like that thing. Like whereas like me and my mom, my sister, we all have open dialogue. I know what triggers are theirs. I'm not as sensitive as like my mom or my sister, so it's just like they can say whatever to me. I'm not gonna take it that personal, but whatever. But Tami's over here talking about confirmation bias.
Appear to be how you are. You're more drawn to those type of people.
So Tami said something about how confirmation bias and how her other daughter is like how she is. But Tami, I could have sworn you were with a woman before. So are you bisexual, or are you? That was an experiment. What's going on?
Let me say this. I'm graduating, right? Let's talk about it.
But the thing about it is, another thing is that her daughter is graduating from college, and they don't want to invite the girlfriend. Regardless of the fact, it's my graduation day. I could really give a fuck. I love my mom, and if my mom was like, "Oh, your boyfriend can't come," girl, I really don't give a fuck because I didn't ask. No shade to my mom, because if you watching this, girl, I love you, down, but I didn't ask, so it's just like I'm gonna invite whoever I want to invite. So it is what it is. But twitches them.
Concerned about, and I got to be concerned about mine. Even though I'm trying to walk with her and love her, I still got to do what's right for me as well.
Okay, but you're not graduating. She is. So
she's graduating.
Really
Okay, so to make sure that you feel the relationship is going to be lasting before you introduce them to me, because.
But here's the thing. She said that, you should make sure that the relationship is going to be lasting until you introduce to me. Regardless of how the relationship goes, it's not your choice. It is not your decision to make that decision. It's your daughter's decision. So if she wants to be in a relationship with this person or she wants to be serious with this person or break it off tomorrow, that's her decision as a grown adult, as a solo, independent thinking person. So usually, I fuck with Tami. I usually, she do some trifling shit, but I fuck with Tami. But this girl, I can't.
I become involved in your situation and your life.
Wait, then I have a question.
Come on, Riley.
How long do you want to wait to meet them? Because what if you meet them and you actually don't like them, or you actually do like them? Maybe you could give some wisdom on what you actually think. Because
send me a picture. I don't need to meet. I can tell because I've been around a long time. I've been around a long time. Send me a picture and I'll tell you, get rid of that one.
When is it okay?
So you're comfortable doing that?
I think it's
uncomfortable. Like my whole thing with Tami is the fact that she has been in reality TV. She has went through so many different experiences, from the real world to Basketball Wives to, her new show Caught in the Act. So it's just like one of those things where I'm just like, Tami. Like, I don't know, girl. Like, it seems like a form of control that you're trying to have over your grown adult children that I don't like. I don't like it. It doesn't make sense to me. It doesn't. And I'm happy that Kandi asked her questions. Like, it's not your graduation, so why do you feel like you have the control? It's her special day, not yours. But yeah, that was interesting. Shout out to, Kandi on that one.
Be in a family picture. Kandi, ain't nobody asked you for your opinion on what's happening over here. She's not coming.
Andy Cohen, he speaks on Dr. Wendy. Let's listen, girl.
I want to say that, like all of you, I found out about the charges against Wendy and Eddie Osefo on Friday morning. And there's not much that I can say. I know nothing of the charges more than you guys do, than what I've read. I'm sad about this. I'm really sad about this. And, Wendy is just, I'm a Wendy fan. And she has been a great housewife and a great role model she's always led with education and her solid family values. And so that's what, I'm really thinking about her and her family, and I'm certainly hoping that this is all some big, nothing. And by the way, last night's Watch What Happens Live, we had taped that before I went to LA, so that is why you did not hear me asking Ashley her thoughts on that.
And I'm happy that he didn't, because I feel like Ashley would have took another opportunity to throw shade at Wendy, like she did at her other situation. So I did more digging with Wendy, right? And at first, we thought that it was $300 that they're going to jail over. Come to find out, it's upwards to $400,000 insurance scheme. I'm assuming they got a warrant to check Eddie's emails. Eddie was emailing Wendy to put as much as possible onto the claim so you can get more money, max it out. And then here's where the bullshit starts. Allegedly, Wendy's still wearing the jewelry on social media. She's still wearing the jewelry in scenes now. And a lot of people are basically, from what I'm seeing on Twitter, Instagram, people have already made up their mind that Wendy is a crook and Wendy is a liar. Wendy is a criminal. Like, they have already made their mind up. Instead of waiting for due process, instead of waiting for, a jury to, announce that they're innocent or guilty, they've already said that, well, baby girl is gone. So I'm just like, okay. My whole thing is Wendy seems like she's in good spirits. The only thing I can think of is maybe they used the insurance money to rebuy the ring and rebuy the things that were taken away. I would assume because that was the value of the property. So maybe that's why she has the ring in the picture, because it was rebought. However, here's another thing. They said that some of the receipts that they provided, those items were returned back to the stores within the return date. Like, they bought it one day, and let's say it had 90 days to return. They returned it within the 90 days, but then submitted the receipt as saying it was stolen, or, that's why I said, like, this case, girl, I just don't see it. I don't see it going in their favor. I don't know. Like I said, I'm not an expert. Girl, I've studied from the Shonda Rhimes Law School just as much as y'all did, girl. So I don't know shit. All I can go off of is I'm not going to hold her feet to the fire until a verdict is named. With that being said, if we want to talk about Wendy, Dorit, PK, it gave insurance fraud. Now, if Wendy's gave insurance fraud, PK and Dorit's damn for sure gave insurance fraud. And I got time today. Allegedly, for me, when PK and Dorit got the home invasion, the two guys came in, there's video footage, and they're saying that PK allegedly set it up. Dorit talk about the guys took the phone and left the phone outside. I was with Garcelle through and through. I've never met crooks, burglars that were so nice to leave her phone. Bitch, if they took her phone at that point, girl, chop it up to Jesus, because it's gone. But in today's society, girl, why would you take someone's phone that has a tracker in it? find my iPhone. That's dumb, but whatever. The fact that the burglars still were found, like, there's a lot of things that went on with that, but to each his own. I wish Wendy and her family nothing but the best, but...
Oh, what is Floyd? Huh? It is Floyd Mayweather. What is Floyd? Huh? I thought they were tripping. They said, is that Floyd Mayweather in the back? Oh my god. Huh? That's somebody you should ask to be in your stream. I'm not gonna lie. Oh, I low-key want to, but like it's a hell of people. I'm scared. I think he be doing shit like that though. Yeah, no, I'm too shy. Nigga, it's Floyd Mayweather. He's not gonna fucking knock you out. Huh? Oh, I have a boyfriend.
So what?
So what? Oh, no, it's okay. I'm not interested.
Just be your friend. Being a friend.
Shit. Okay.
Nothing wrong with that. What's your name?
Huh?
What's your name?
My name is Maya, but I have a boyfriend.
What's your name again?
Maya.
Maya.
Yeah.
That's all.
Thank you. Oh, man.
Oh, call declined. Embarrassing.
Summer Marie. And she went to a restaurant and, you know, they see Floyd Mayweather. Like, oh my God, Floyd. Like, what the fuck? That's Floyd Mayweather. You know, she's a really pretty girl. Really pretty. She's 19. Remember that. So she's leaving the restaurant. She spots Floyd Mayweather in his camp. She's like, oh my God, hi. You know, real cute. Walks outside. Baby, a man from Mayweather's camp comes behind her just like, hey, you know, Floyd wants to talk. You want to talk to you. You want to like come back to the table. She's like, oh, I'm sorry, I have a boyfriend. He was like, okay, and the boyfriend probably like, he probably crashed out, y'all. But girl, like, I'm happy that, you know, she stood on principle and she stood on, just because this nigga got money, I'm not about to entertain it, like, regardless of at the table or not. Because, like she said, if she did have a boyfriend, like, you at least respected your man to, like, not put yourself in that situation. But I'm like, Floyd, she's 19. And maybe he didn't know she was 19 in the moment. I get that. But I'm happy. I feel like a lot of girls would have took that offer with Floyd coming back to the table. Like, it's Floyd Mayweather. Who wouldn't? But I like the fact that she said that, you know, I have a boyfriend. Like, I don't want to, you know, I'm not interested. I'm so sorry. Like, and even the guy was just like, oh, okay, and like, what do you mean? Well, okay, and like, I don't know. Hope is still in humanity. But, girl.
Content warning. The following video contains material that may be harmful or traumatizing to some audiences. Viewers' discretion advised.
I'm thinking this is a part of a movie, so I'm just like, oh, this is a movie scene. I see like people, like production people. I'm like, oh, this is a movie. Nothing too crazy. No, bitch. Watch the other motherfucking angle, ho. So there were people injured by this helicopter. I'm not going to show it on my channel. So if you guys want to watch it, you can find just as much as I found it on TikTok. But it's very traumatizing. I would not show that. There's people. I've never seen nothing like this in my life. One, I feel like situational awareness was not in the building because, girl, if I see a helicopter spinning above me, girl, I'm gone. But maybe, you know, maybe there's so many stuff going on. Like, I'm not going to do victim blaming. I'm never going to do that. But whatever happened, we need, what's going on? We need updates because this is crazy as fuck that a helicopter fell out of the sky and everybody's just like, okay. Like, we need updates. And I'm clicking on everybody's stuff and nobody's giving updates. Nobody's saying shit. And I don't like that. Like, it's giving, at this point, it's giving fake. Huntington Beach is wild. Okay, we see the plane crash, the helicopter, but nothing else. Like, girl, like stuff like this is irritating because I'm just like, we're not gonna get no updates on a whole helicopter falling out the motherfucking sky. Really? Okay. Last but not least, we're going to talk about Wendy Williams.
Looking fabulous, Wendy. Talk show queen. Baby still doing the caviar and Doritos love? Yeah, you see, I know that's your favorite thing. Yes, and the beef jerky, and the beef jerky, and the bacon. We know you love a good bacon.
So the headline for Neighborhood Talk says, shaking my head, Wendy Williams reportedly didn't know she was paying $25K in rent until she read it in a magazine. She was told it was $18K. Her guardian is draining her money. This is her guardian, a cockeyed white bitch. Girl, the judge, prosecutor, bailiff, Uber driver, concierge, all them bitches. There needs to be a investigation because we saw Wendy out. Wendy doesn't look crazy. Wendy looked like her legs are swole, but I mean, we know she been going through. But I'm like, I don't like this. I don't like this at all. Like, I feel like they're playing with this woman and they're really trying to take all of her money and her whole wealth and everything. I don't like that. I feel like Wendy Williams has been through so much, and I can probably only imagine she never thought that this would have happened to her. I don't think I would have known either. Like, the fuck? Like, it's Wendy Williams. Like, this is so crazy. Like, they really need to do an investigation. Like, TMZ, pick it up. Like, y'all can easily pick it up on that. Like, I am so sad for Wendy Williams. Oh my God. Okay, I said Wendy didn't look crazy. She look that little picture right there, she look a little crazy. But when Wendy went to the event, girl, Wendy looks fab. Wendy looks fab. It's giving Mariah Carey. Now, Mariah don't hurt me, girl. I'm just saying, I see the resemblance. One thing y'all know about me is I love a middle part bust down. Wendy got that middle part. I love a middle part bust down. She looks so good. Wendy looks so good. Oh my gosh. And then Wendy was on the cover of Time, New York magazine. Like, Wendy is so fab. I really hope that everything works out for Wendy Williams. Like, she has went through so much. And I wish that, you know, everything works out for her. For real. But other than that, y'all, that is it. If I find anything else, I will come back down.
And I don't care how many times K. Michelle tweets, they're lying on me. They brought you to the show to be a ratchet. So I believe that you did ratchet things. And categorize it however you need to categorize it. But there is, in fact, a difference between Love and Hip Hop Atlanta and Real Housewives of Atlanta. There is supposed to be a class bracket difference. Emphasis on supposed. The girls are talking, the girls are talking. TLC always told you that. According to the streets, K. Michelle and Drew Sidora got into it whilst filming season 17 of Real Housewives of Atlanta. What they was fighting about? Ask me. Yeah, they were trying to fight about who could sing better.
So come pick up your clothes. I have them folded.
fucking K.
I'd rather be fucking you.
K. Michelle told Drew Sidora she should stick to acting. So from there, apparently, allegedly, Drew stood up, you know, because she's always trying to prove to you that she's from Chicago. Which apparently, allegedly, K. Michelle lunged at Drew, and then that's when production got involved. But also, according to the sources, everybody on that set is scared of K. Michelle when it comes to clearing things up online. Frantically tweeting as if you were Nicki Minaj is always going to make you look guilty. I don't care what the words say. I don't care. Because if you didn't do it, it's all going to come out in the wash. I want to say this. Everything that we've heard about K. Michelle filming for Real Housewives of Atlanta behind the scenes, K. Michelle comes forward and she talks about her career, and I've got a career and I'm building something. As if you come to Real Housewives of Atlanta to really build a career. Like, hello. In her tweet, she says, "Stop lying on me. I haven't swung or had any type of physical altercation with anyone in years. I have a whole career and a lot I'm working towards." That's why you're on Real Housewives of Atlanta, right? "I'm a grown woman. It's not cute or cool. Leave me alone. We won't." You're on season 17 of Real Housewives of Atlanta. And I don't care how many times K. Michelle tweets there.
But that is it for right now. I will see you guys in the next Hot Topic video. But y'all have a good night. Peace.
Brian Keith, LG, Black Butte. Bet you didn't know we the Holy Trinity. Now let a guy stop at y'all and break your ear here. Step into the room and get up in the bed. It tastes sweet, that's cause I'm good. It tastes sour cause I'm better than the hood. Cause I get you hyper when I'm running all around, cause I excite ya. Let me talk real quick. You can't even get with the shit. You wanna go toe to toe with my flow? This Sabricane all I really ask you for. Now I got to go. Got. Bye bye.